Hello, third grade. This is Mrs. Roth with your reading lesson for Friday, April 10th. Hope you guys are getting the hang of this e-learning. We are on day 3 for reading, which is pretty exciting. You guys are doing a good job. Keep up. So, we are going to do something very similar to what we did on Wednesday. We are going to compare and contrast 2 books. They are again by the same author. Her name is Doreen Cronin, and you might recognize one or both of the books that we are going to read today. So we're going to go ahead over to YouTube and watch those 2 videos, and then after that we will go to ClassKick and get on a worksheet. So when I go over to YouTube today, I'm going to turn my volume down, so hopefully that can reduce the echoing. So you might just have to turn it up a little once we get there. All right, go ahead and watch these, and I'll jump right in afterwards.
Click Clack Moo, Cows That Type by Doreen Cronin, with pictures by Betsy Lewin. Farmer Brown has a problem. His cows like to type. All day long he hears click-clack, moo, click-clack, moo, clickety-clack, moo. Then he couldn't believe his eyes. Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold at night. We'd like some electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. It was bad enough that the cows had found the old typewriter in the barn. Now they wanted electric blankets? No way, said Farmer Brown. No electric blankets. So the cows went on strike. They left a note at the barn door. Sorry, we're closed. No milk today. No milk today? Cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard the cows busy at work. Click-clack, moo, click-clack, moo, clickety-clack, moo. The next day, he got another note. Dear Farmer Brown, the hens are cold too. They'd like electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. The cows were growing impatient with the farmer. They left a new note on the barn door. Closed. No milk, no eggs. No eggs, cried Farmer Brown. In the background he heard them. Click-clack, moo, click-clack, moo, clickety-clack, moo. Cows that type, hens on strike. Who ever heard of such a thing? How can I run a farm with no milk and no eggs? Farmer Brown was furious. Farmer Brown got out his own typewriter. Dear cows and hens, there will be no electric blankets. You are cows and hens. I demand milk and eggs. Sincerely, Farmer Brown. Duck was a neutral party, so he brought the ultimatum to the cows. The cows held an emergency meeting. All the animals gathered around the barn to snoop, but none of them could understand moo. All night long, Farmer Brown waited for an answer. Duck knocked on the door early the next morning. He handed Farmer Brown a note. Dear Farmer Brown, we will exchange our typewriter for electric blankets. Leave them outside the barn door, and we will send Duck over with the typewriter. Sincerely, the cows. Farmer Brown decided this was a good deal. He left the blankets next to the barn door and waited for Duck to come with the typewriter. The next morning he got a note. Dear Farmer Brown, the pond is quite boring. We'd like a diving board. Sincerely, the ducks. Click-clack, quack, click-clack, quack, clicky-clack, quack. Thanks for listening. Be sure to check out more books on Nom Nom.
And the next one.
Giggle Giggle Quack by Doreen Cronin and pictures by Betsy Lewin. Farmer Brown was going on vacation. He left his brother, Bob, in charge of the animals. I wrote everything down for you. Just follow my instructions and everything will be fine. But keep an eye on Duck. He's trouble. Farmer Brown thought he heard giggles and snickers as he drove away, but he couldn't be sure. Bob gave Duck a good long stare and went inside. He read his first note. Tuesday night is pizza night. Not the frozen kind. The hens prefer anchovies. Giggle, giggle, cluck. 29 minutes later, there was hot pizza in the barn. Bob checked on the animals before he went to bed. Everything was just fine. Wednesday is bath day for the pigs. Wash them with my favorite bubble bath and dry them off with my good towels. Remember, they have very sensitive skin. Giggle, giggle, oink. Bob had all the pigs washed in no time. Farmer Brown called home Wednesday night to check in. "Did you feed the animals like I wrote in the note?" he asked. "Done," replied Bob, counting 7 empty pizza boxes. "Did you see my note about the pigs?" "All taken care of," said Bob proudly. "Are you keeping a very close eye on Duck?" he asked. Bob gave Duck a good long stare. Duck was too busy sharpening his pencil to notice. "Just keep him in the house," ordered Farmer Brown. "He's a bad influence on the cows." Giggle, giggle, moo, giggle, 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 oink, giggle, quack. Thursday night is movie night. It's the cows' turn to pick. Giggle, giggle, moo. Bob was in the kitchen popping corn. Just as the animals settled in to watch The Sound of Music, the phone rang. The only thing Farmer Brown heard on the other end was giggle, giggle, quack, giggle, moo, giggle, oink. "Uh-oh." "Duck!" screamed Farmer Brown. "It's for you, Bob." Thanks for listening.
All right. We're going to go over to Class Kick. And in your e-learning folder, there will be, for reading, go to Friday 410 once you get off of this video. The first page you'll see is compare and contrast. This is the one that we did on Wednesday together. I just put it up here as an example for your next page so that you can remember what we did and how we did that together, what it looked like. So we compared 2 stories on that page, Slimmy and Fish's Fish, and now you are going to try this page on your own. The next page is compare and contrast the 2 stories that we just listened to. So we have Click Clack Moo, Cows That Type, and Giggle Giggle Quack. So I have both of those titles up at the top for you. You're going to use the typing tool to tell how the characters are the same and different, how the settings are the same and different, the plots are the same and different, and the themes. I want you to either tell me if they are the same, what they are, and if they are different, go ahead and say how they are different. So for themes, you really just need to fill in one of those boxes. I'm going to just show you quickly. A lot of you probably know this, but just in case you don't, when you click on that typing tool and you drag it to wherever you are going to type, I have to play around with it a little bit. You can click on this A minus, that left green circle, and if you do that, it'll make your typing smaller. You can go as small as you need to so that it can fit on those lines better, or that you can fit them in between the lines at all. So go ahead and do your typing in there, how the characters are the same, and then how they are different. And you will do it for all parts of that story. And then once you are finished with that page will be graded by your teacher, and then we will go ahead and you can practice IXL I1. I1. You're going to be practicing story elements. So just a review from what we have done this week. Then you have completed your first week of e-learning on our iPad. So good job. I will see you guys again on Monday. Have a good weekend.